Hey mate, how you doing? Hope you had a good weekend, and well, you said you had a good time in the wedding, so that's good. Um, so looks like you've had a decent week so far. Um, weights, as I can see, weights kind of stayed roughly the same. Went up a little bit, hasn't it, towards the end of the week. Um, and your average is a little bit higher than it was last week. Not by much though, like literally a third of a kilogram, so nothing major, but it's just something that we obviously want to limit. So, just make sure that your nutrition is back on point this week. Because just looking at the calories and things um, for the last week or so, you've been hitting it mainly slightly higher, I think, on 1 or 2 days. Like obviously this day, you're a little bit higher there as well. So not drastic things, but just things that we might need to tighten up a little bit, really, going into this week. But looking at the check-in sheet, energy's been pretty good. Obviously, you must have had a long weekend and felt tired yesterday. Stress, though, has been very, very good as motivation. Sleep, still great. And then accuracy with nutrition. We know that obviously Saturday you were at the wedding, so that's kind of counted out. But the rest of the week looks pretty decent. Um, excuse me. Sorry, just a bowl of Weetabix. Um, performance is maintaining very nicely, so that's good. Want to see more of that. Because it just shows that we're pushing ourselves in the gym a lot more. Doms, I can see that you were feeling a bit sore after last Sunday's leg session, which is nice. And but then maintained a nice low level for the rest of the week. So yeah, good. And then obviously steps, excellent as always, and heart rate is spot on too. So performance wise, training wise, you hitting every marker basically. Um, as with sleep, stress, everything else, it's just as we have talked about before. It's just the nutrition really. Um, so it's just another week of trying to get back on top of that. Not that you weren't, but just getting back on top of it fully as much as you can, and then just hopefully seeing how things go then. So I'm not going to make any changes this week because I just want to kind of get a nice solid week of eating done, and yeah, just see what comes of it. The one thing I was thinking about, maybe just suggesting, is just thinking about your meal timings. Now, it's not something I would put a huge amount of emphasis on, but when we are kind of thinking about dieting, um, I think meal timing, especially around training, so pre and then obviously post, might be, if you can manage it, might be quite beneficial because there is evidence and things to show, especially in women, because I think most of the studies on this have been done on women. That if you have more food around those times of activity and training, then your hormones will be suppressed in terms of hunger. Your menstrual cycle will be more regulated. Your performance will obviously be better. So it's just one of those things that once you've got everything else nailed down, you might just want to focus on a little bit more and think about exactly when you are having um, food, and not just food in general, but I suppose carbs would be the main one you'd consider in that. So yeah, just have a think about it, and see if you can manipulate that a little bit in terms of prioritizing the majority of the carbs and things around training, just to see if that makes any difference. All right. But other than that, no other changes or no other suggestions. So just have another good week of training and hopefully a nutrition to match it as well. All right. So I will speak to you soon. Any questions, let me know. All right. Bye.